You listen to me now before you do any more serious damage to yourself or your grandchildren's inheritance. You're going to stop living alone right now. I'm not going to that nursing home. Oh ma, you gotta stop. You gotta stop with this black poison cloud all the time, cause I can't take it anymore. Then kill me now. Go on now, get into the ham, take the carving knife and stab me here, now. Please, it would hurt less than what you just said. Tony Soprano's mother, Livia Soprano, is based on the mother of The Sopranos author, David Chase. He portrayed her as a neurotic, sharp-tongued, abusive, and indifferent to her son's professional accomplishments. Throughout her tenure on the program, Livia's language was nasty and had strong undertones of the world constantly being against her. This kind of thinking is referred to as victim mentality. But what is victim mentality? What are the signs? And how can we break free from them? Welcome to Relentless Man. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Please share our channel and look out for our up-and-coming videos. What is victim mentality? A victim mentality is the belief that you have little control over situations and that others are continually trying to harm or sabotage you. You believe that terrible things will happen to you regardless of what you do. If you find yourself blaming others for your life's events and circumstances, you may be suffering from a victim mentality. You might feel as though everyone is against you, including your partner, co-workers, family, or friends. Even though there may be things you can do to correct the issue, you refuse to take responsibility and conclude that everything is out of your control. Even though victim mentality is not a recognized diagnosable disorder, it is a widely recognized and acknowledged concept that also goes by the terms victim syndrome or victim complex. 3 beliefs characterize the victim mentality. You have experienced adversity in the past and will continue to do so in the future. Your suffering is due to the actions of others. There is no use in attempting to make a change since it will not be successful. What are the signs of victim mentality? If you're unsure if you have a victim mentality, here are some possible warning indicators to look out for. You attribute your life's circumstances to others. You feel as though the odds are stacked against you. You have difficulty dealing with setbacks. You approach the majority of circumstances with a pessimistic attitude. When someone attempts to assist you, you respond angrily. When you experience self-pity, you feel better. You struggle to make adaptations in your life. You believe that you lack the support of others. You lack confidence and have a poor sense of self-worth. You believe people should acknowledge that you've been victimized. You are hypervigilant about the possibility of negative outcomes. You have a propensity to exaggerate situations. You also feel that other people are better off in life than you are. The root causes of victim mentality. As with any psychoanalytical process aimed at self-improvement, we must determine why we are the way we are. There may be past or present causes, but they inevitably have a detrimental effect on your emotional reaction to circumstances. Root causes include: number 1, traumatic physical, mental, or emotional experiences. Number 2, numerous events that made you feel inadequate and powerless. Number 3, persistent powerlessness makes you feel imprisoned to the point that you give up. Number 4, a personal betrayal of your confidence in the past leaves you feeling unable to trust others in the future. 5, secondary profit beyond the original phase. An example of this is making others feel guilty to gain attention. How you see yourself and how others perceive you. A victim mentality significantly jeopardizes your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Looking at the world and your position in it unfavorably and with a victim mentality may not only impair your self-esteem, but also will affect how others perceive you. This will strengthen the notion that it's me against the world. What are the repercussions of having a victim mentality? The effects of having a victim mentality can be categorized into 3 categories: mental, physical, and interpersonal. Each of them is quite different, yet they combine perfectly to produce an unhealthy state of being. Mental repercussions. Depression, misery, emotions of remorse, and humiliation occur intermittently. Discontentment with the present state of the world enforces feelings of, why am I here? Anguish over why you are always the victim and when your bad luck will end. Creates a mental block to positively approaching and solving a problem. Persistent negative emotions such as anxiety, despondency, and rage are ever present in your mindset. Physical repercussions. Everyone is aware that if the mind is unhealthy, the body will follow suit. A victim complex will cause depression to emerge physically. Symptoms may include, among others, pain, gastrointestinal disorders, immunity problems, loss of sleep, and fatigue. Negative feelings about oneself may occasionally lead to physically hazardous, self-destructive behavior, such as drug misuse or taking unnecessary risks. Relationship repercussions. Constantly assuming the role of the victim may be emotionally tiring for others with whom you interact. Often, animosity is directed at people who achieve more than you. This results in resentment and envy, which often leads to conflict. People's perceptions of who you are indifferent due to your pessimistic viewpoint, and this indifference reinforces your victim complex further. We can all tolerate a little negativity on occasion. Being continuously inundated by it from another person triggers the flight or fight reaction. Your victim attitude will elicit one of two responses from the person you are subjecting it to, neither of which is beneficial for the situation at hand. Now that we have a better understanding of victim mentality, its origins, and its effects, how can we correct it and live a victim-free life? Relentless Man is here to provide advice on how to become a victor, not a victim. Stop pointing the blame at others. Blaming others may temporarily alleviate your misery, but in the long term, it will result in feelings of helplessness and despair. Here is a brief suggestion to help you combat the propensity to assign blame to others. Self-observation will help you assess your situation without emotion and give you clarity on the next steps to take. Will you let it go or keep a grudge? Will you be optimistic or hopeless? Give yourself time to think. Exercise self-compassion. Self-loathing or self-hatred is prevalent in the modern world, and we all at some point in our lives have had to deal with it. Learning to be easier on yourself is paramount in self-compassion. You are not the only one failing. See failure as a lesson. Exercise appreciation. It is very hard to feel like a victim when one feels appreciative. The spiritual sages of every faith teach us that even in the most trying situations, we may discover reasons to be thankful. Being grateful for what you have and what we have achieved will cast a positive light on the future. Avoid self-destruction. Why do we engage in self-destructive behavior? When we're imprisoned in a realm of victimization, we're often more conscious of our vulnerabilities. We feel deep foreboding. It is a feeling that tragedy is constantly on the horizon, and the feeling is strongest when everything is going smoothly. If a catastrophe is imminent, the victim wants to determine when it will occur to avoid being disappointed. Consequently, they undermine their happiness and success by engaging in self-destructive conduct. Resist the sense that you are unworthy of happiness and achievement. Perform charitable acts for others. Even modest gestures of kindness for others help us escape our thoughts. When you feel like a victim, you are likely to be hyper-focused on yourself, your emotions, your fears, and your helplessness. When you assist another person or perform a random act of kindness, you empower yourself in a manner that is neither manipulative nor controlling. Your ability to favorably affect another person will help you understand that you can positively influence your own life as well. Forgive and let go. Victims often retain sentiments of resentment and hatred stemming from earlier emotional wounds. It affects their regular lives and causes them to misunderstand even well-intended actions from others. We avoid forgiving others because we feel it entails weakness, condoning wrongdoing, or reconciliation with the one who has wronged us. It is not any of these feelings. There is no need for an apology or justice to be rendered, since forgiveness is about you alone. increase your self-esteem. If you see yourself as a victim, you may battle with poor self-esteem. You may believe that confidence is innate rather than learned. Yes, some individuals are inherently more self-confident than others, but everybody can learn and develop their own self-confidence. The most effective method is to copy confident individuals, dress appropriately, maintain an erect stance, talk with a clear purpose, make direct eye contact, and exercise. Act confidently. Your inner condition will eventually reflect your exterior activities. Victim mentality is just a perception in our mind and a distorted view of how the world works. There is nobody on this planet you can blame for your disappointments or the constant feeling of being victimized. Oh wait, there it is. Yourself. The amazing thing about self is that it isn't set in stone. It can be sculpted and carved to how you want it to be. Be a victor. Thank you for watching Relentless Man. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. Please share our channel and look out for our upcoming videos. Until next time.